Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Zobba the Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. As we round off 2023, it's time to look back at the high points, and there has been a huge number of them. I'm having a look at the very best city builders that have arrived on the scene this year. It's not just city builders, there's a bunch of other great games that have released in 2023, so check out all of my other videos linked down in the description below, or if you're looking for the best upcoming city building games, then check out the video on screen and also linked up in the top right now. Now, I've tried hard to only sort the best games that I've played. That means I've played them all. In total, I've played over 250 new releases in the strategy space over the course of the last year, and only the best of those make it onto the channel, and only the best of those in any given category make it onto this list. So this really is the best of the best, and I've tried to include only games that you can actually play on Steam right now, rather than demos, but I'm gonna be honest, I've played so many great city builders this year, and it has been super difficult for me to narrow it down to a top 10. Accordingly, I've got an extended bonus games and honorable mention section at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned until then. Let's get to the city builders. Thronefall is an excellent city/castle builder where you have to defend your empire from increasingly powerful waves of enemies. You play as the king of the realm, and throughout the game you'll be making decisions on where to spend your spoils of war. Will you use your cash to upgrade your economy, making subsequent waves easier to handle, or will you upgrade your army, or perhaps your towers and your walls? The decision is yours. This game has tons of replay value, as you get to jump into each scenario with a bunch of different modifiers that can really change the way the game is played. It's such a great twist on the sort of traditional formula, but it works really well with a great art style, and it's an absolute joy to play. That being said, each and every entry in this list is good enough to warrant an immediate buy, in my opinion, so don't treat this necessarily as a straight ranking, per se, more of a showcase of just world-class city builders. Whatever the case, Thronefall surprised me with its elegant simplicity, and I know a huge number of others felt similarly. It's got over 8,000 reviews, it's overwhelmingly positive, and it only released in August. It's got marvelous replay value, and it's absurdly cheap. Thronefall is great, and I'd highly recommend you check it out if you haven't already. Steamworld Build is really two pretty distinct games tied into one. On the surface, both literally and figuratively, it's a city builder where you have to expand your population and build out your production facilities of key resources like food and steel. At the heart of it, you need to ensure your population always has the niceties that they need to survive and thrive. This involves placing all your production and distribution facilities in an organized fashion, making sure that you're balancing all the resources that you need to survive. That's one of the games. The other is set below the ground, where you have to excavate a bunch of dirt and resources to feed your operation above ground. Honestly, this is a weird combination of a bunch of genres, but it really works. The end goal is to try and excavate a bunch of rocket parts and build a way off the planet. This is just a great example, I think, of a very competent and fluid city builder with a bunch of add-ons. I really like it. It released at the start of December, but it has already made it onto this list, which I think is honestly pretty impressive. Is Microcivilization secretly my game of the year? Quite possibly, maybe. This is a city builder crossed with an upgrade game, crossed with a roguelike. It's astounding how many genres that this game is able to transcend. Microcivilization is described as an incremental clicker strategy, where you expand, construct, research, fight, collect heroes, and make choices between good and evil. Ascend through difficulty tiers by playing through challenging campaigns, going back and forth throughout history. You'll find yourself playing through this game multiple times in order to get the tech to advance through more ages. A city builder clicker is quite a rare thing indeed, and it's really flippin' good. It really is. This game absolutely manages to pull it off. Released only in November, it's already garnered a 90% positive review score, which is absolutely worthwhile. This game is great. It's currently only in early access, which means that there is more to come. I really cannot wait to see what that is. If you're a city builder enthusiast, then you will have heard of Against the Storm. In case you haven't, Against the Storm is a dark fantasy city builder where you must rebuild civilization in the face of apocalyptic rains. As the Queen's Viceroy, lead humans, beavers, lizards, foxes, and harpies to reclaim the wilderness and secure a future for civilization's last survivors. Unlike most survival city builders where you focus on a single city, in Against the Storm, you must build a vast, prosperous network of settlements populated by diverse fantasy races, each with their own specializations and needs. And it's good. It's really good. Against the Storm is really good. Newsflash. You'll be building a whole bunch of cities over the course of a significant campaign. This isn't one for the faint of heart. That's the only thing that I've got to say. You'll be invested in a long-term run. But if you're up for it, then give this one a look because it is excellent. It just released on the 8th of December after a multi-year period in early access, and it's really good, like every other game on this list. DotAge is an apocalypse city builder, not unlike Against the Storm, actually. You play as a village elder who has the responsibility to guide his people through the good times and also the bad times. And, oh boy, a bunch of weird, wacky, apocalyptic stuff is going to happen to you over the course of this game. Build your village, assign your workers to their daily tasks, grow crops, herd animals, bury corpses, forge tools, upgrade buildings, train professionals, and produce dozens of resources. It's got all the sort of classic city builder management mechanics that you could ask for, and more. It also draws pretty significant inspiration from a bunch of board games as well. This game is really good and will give you hours and hours of enjoyment and village management. Releasing in October, it's already cruised to an overwhelmingly positive review score, well worth it in my opinion. I can't wait to see what the developer does next. Landnama is a survival strategy city builder that forces you to carefully decide every next step. Explore the land, discover hidden challenges and powerful landmarks. Build your settlement and brace for the punishing winter's toll. Settle each region with differently skilled clans whilst facing ever-increasing challenges and no second chances. The way that this game's sort of risk-reward system is managed is why I think I like this title so much. You're constantly forced to plan ahead, not just so that you're able to efficiently manage production of any given resource, but so that you're able to survive the cold depths of winter. It's really very cool. Put simply, your building resource is also your capacity to survive winter at the end of the season. That makes for some very interesting trade-offs. This is just a really unique title. I'd really recommend it if you're looking for something totally different from every other game on this list. Myriads Renaissance. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Terrible name for a great game. Myriads Renaissance is a turn-based city builder crossed with a 4X game. Set in a fantasy world made of thousands of floating islands, you must grow your capital and expand your kingdom, resist waves of powerful corsairs, and construct defensive towers to survive their incursions. You can expand your kingdom by chaining together islands to make bigger buildable areas as you move up the tech tree. I won't sugarcoat this one. It's an indie game. It absolutely shows that in a number of ways, but it is great, and with some great mechanics that I think really set it apart from other games. Floating island joining amongst those mechanics. This is one of those games that I just can't help but love. It's not perfect, but it's a treat, and it's brilliant that developers are pushing the envelope on games like this, rather than making a second Cities Skylines. More on that later. Anyway, Myriads currently has a demo available, so you can check that out before you make a final decision on whether or not to convert this to a purchase. Little bit of a 2-for-1 for this one, Surviving the Abyss and Aquatico. I think you can pretty clearly see why I've decided to pair these two together. It's obviously because they're both underwater city builders, and I'm pretty consistent in this opinion, but I am a real sucker for underwater city builders. There's something about them that I really just flippin' love. Anyway, these two are remarkably similar games, and I'm not joking. These games released 5 days apart and are almost identical. A few major differences: there's more of a substantive story in Surviving the Abyss. Aquatico is more sort of freeform, slightly more focused on colonists in the sense that you can build grand underwater domes for them to live in. If you force me to pick one, I'd probably pick Aquatico, but only barely. If you like underwater city builders, you can't really go wrong with either of them, to be honest. I will note, however, that Surviving the Abyss is technically still in early access, so there's still improvements that can be made to that game. Aquatico is, however, out in full release, but still receives updates. You'll already know if you like underwater city builders, so check these ones out if indeed you're interested. Every time I chat about Scorchlands, I'm sad how many people are sleeping on it. I really think that it deserves a bunch more success than it has received. This is a hex grid-based city builder, where you've got to construct various buildings in each of your colonies. Each structure's productivity depends on neighboring resources and other constructions. Everything is anchored by a pretty complex resource management system where it's not only about extracting materials. Scorchlands takes account of logistics, the movement of resources between colonies, and combining them in robust processing chains. And you've also got to terraform for the greater good, use magic and technology to change the biomes on procedurally generated maps and exploit the new environment to gain its unique resources. This is a really unique experience. I love it. Why on earth you play as like a bird character, I haven't quite figured out, but I would genuinely, heartily recommend this game if you like city builders. And last but not least, if I had to rank early access games with the most potential, I think it's safe to say that Mistward would come near the top of that list. Mistward is a survival city builder set on a mysterious island enshrouded in a poisonous mist. Create light sources to keep the mist at bay, build houses, and command humans to gather resources. Explore the island and find a way out. This game is basically an automation game plus a city builder. All the while, you need to make sure the mist never gets you. It's not a stressful experience per se, but keeping the mist at bay is absolutely something that you need to constantly keep on your mind. This is actually another game that I really think people are sleeping on. I can only hope that it gets a bit of a boost over the course of its time in early access, because I really think it deserves it. Mistward, really, really great city builder, base builder style game. Check it out. So that's my main list out the way, that's my top 10, but boy oh boy, I have got so many more city builders that I have played this year that are really, really great, but are not quite at that level of making it into my top 10. So what we're going to do, pretty uniquely for this style of video, is we're going to do another top 10. So this is my 11 to 20, in no particular order. We're going to do quick fire. Let's get started. Pixel Colony is really cute, really cool, and really cheap. This is a pretty quick city builder. You'll be able to pick it up, get your city builder fix. Surprisingly in-depth and feature-rich. Probably won't do you for very long, but still a great game nonetheless. Quriocity is a sci-fi city builder where you have to build and upgrade a wide variety of units to extract resources and provide services such as maintenance, food production, education, entertainment, and many more. I rate this one. It's really good. Pretty darn unique for a city builder. I liked it a lot. Pioneers of Pagonia. It's kind of like the Settlers, but modern and pretty chill. There's nothing really out there to threaten you. You've just got to explore the world and build a city. Nothing wrong with this one, but similarly, nothing really stands out to bump it into the top 10. Fabledom, a fairy tale city builder, romance rulers from far away, build up a kingdom that will impress your neighbors. Still in early access, so continue to watch this one if indeed this tickles your fancy. Yuan, I think is how you say it. This is a classic city, sort of isometric style city builder game with a few modern amendments, set in ancient China. Really enjoy it. Really, really enjoyed my time with this one. Definitely check this one out if this is something that you're interested in. Silicon City. This is more of an upgrade city builder as you constantly have to rank up your city. I think it's real good, a little bit unique, sort of make all the parts of your city fit together, kind of a puzzly sort of fashion. Yeah, I like it. World Turtles. It's an indie game where you build a city on the back of turtles as you're heading through space. The control scheme is a little bit challenging, a little bit funky to get your head around, but other than that, this is an excellent city builder and one that I can heartily recommend. Thriving Song City. Super unique, just a brilliant looking city builder. Absolutely love the theme. Oxygen is a game all about, you guessed it, oxygen. Specifically, managing it in a post-apocalyptic world where there is none. I like it. It's a good little city builder. It's got a couple of unique mechanics. Definitely check this one out if you're interested. And finally, I couldn't not chat about this game. This is Cities Skylines 2, and quite simply, this game will eventually be good. In a few years, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be here telling you that Cities Skylines 2 is the most improved title of the year. How do I know that it's going to improve dramatically? Well, there is, quite frankly, too much money in all the sales and DLC of this game to let it fail. The road ahead of the developers is long, and publishers Paradox have burned a lot of community goodwill releasing this game in the state that they did. Put simply, this game will probably be good, but I really wouldn't recommend picking this one up right now. To say that this is maybe my biggest disappointment of the year would probably be an understatement. It is one of the worst city builders that I did play over the course of 2023. That being said, I am confident that it will eventually be good, so keep this one on your radar. Maybe pick it up in a couple of years once all the bugs have been ironed out. Right, I know I'm really testing your patience now, but that is my next top 10, I guess, my top 11 to 20. What do you think of those? Let me know in the comments below. But I do actually have some bonus games that I'd like to flag to you. There are two great demos that I think you're really going to like if you like city builders. So if you'll indulge me for another 30 seconds, I'll give you the rundown of those. Truly, this is the definition of a great indie game and a great indie demo. Lueur is a miniature survival city builder that is perfect for short and relaxing gaming sessions. Rebuild and manage your realm, collect resources, and decide the fate of your people, explore the darkness, and unveil the secrets of the black monoliths to bring light back to the world. It's got a demo. You can check it out if you're interested. I really like this game. I think it's great. I can't wait to see where it goes, and I can't wait to play it when it releases. New Cycle doesn't have a demo up at the time of writing, but it does have a release date, the 18th of January 2024, so we'll get to see the full game soon anyway. I played the demo of this one, really rated it earlier in the year. It's like Frostpunk, but without the frost. It's a city builder crossed with a management game. The demo was good, and I really hope that the main game is going to be as great and deliver on all of the promises that were made in the demo. Anyway, folks, I realize I've given you 10 extra games from my normal recap of, my top 10 lists of the year videos, but you know what? City builders are absolutely worth it. You can check out all of the other videos that I'm doing if you're interested in other strategy sub-genres. You can also check out the Patreon if indeed you want to help make videos like this possible. I will see you next time.